Transport Canada is reviewing aviation regulations across the country. Some advocacy groups are calling for Canadian regulations to meet international standards, which includes hiring more staff. As the CBC's Nadeer Hashmi reports, that's something the N.W.T could find difficult to do.
We're taking away people's other rights and we're putting lives in jeopardy in the case of an emergency.
Buzzy says Yellowknife Airport has only 2 firefighters on duty. And since it handles big planes with over 100 passengers, international standards require at least 9 firefighters. With only 2, Buzzy says the airport doesn't have the capacity to respond to a crash.
The longer intervention is delayed, the more damage is done, right? The more people are injured, the more lives potentially are lost.
Emergency rescue procedure is also a significant concern for Yellowknife firefighters, who say they have not received that training at all.
There's no plan or option for rescuing people from the aircraft.
The Yellowknife Firefighters Association is part of the International Association of Firefighters, IAFF. The group has been advocating for changes to federal aviation regulations for years.
We support what the IAFF is pushing nationwide, and we do support, an increase of safety for the citizens of Yellowknife.
That advocacy led to a private member's bill introduced by BC Liberal MP Ken Hardy. Hardy said that regulatory shortfalls concerning emergency responses at Canada's major airports are needlessly putting the safety of the flying public at risk. In December 2023, it was unanimously passed in the House of Commons. A Transport Canada spokesperson told CBC in an email that a review of aviation regulations is now ongoing. They said safety is our top priority, we are holding consultations, and we look forward to hearing from airports, firefighters, and other safety experts, though they didn't mention any timeline for implementing the new aviation regulations. The proposed changes could quadruple the firefighting staff at Yellowknife, but the government of the Northwest Territories would have to foot the bill, who say it will be difficult to find that funding.
That would triple our staff size. So that's you're talking $1.52 million, and then you've got to have vehicles to put those people in as well. So, you're several $1 million in expenses a year, which on a smaller budget would be huge for airports our size or smaller.
Straker says the airport is governed by the Canadian aviation regulations, not international standards, and that it meets all the required safety rules. Nadeer Hashmi, CBC News, Yellowknife.